Good evening, all. It's Sunday night. This is Shea Horowitz, ShogunTrading.com. This is our weekly newsletter. A couple of things. Last week, I went over all of these different sectors and different currencies and so on, and I ran out of time in the video because I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes. So today, I'm just going to cover the major ones, the ones that I'm looking at, the ones that I find really, really interesting. But if you look at the bottom of the newsletter, you'll see a whole cheat sheet, a whole table with all the different sectors and what I think about them and things to watch out for. My point today is to point out a few patterns. Now, we have quite a bit of legislation that came out. We have cap and trade. We have health. We have quite a bit of things going on the Hill as far as Bernanke coming and testifying, being accused of cover-up and so all kinds of things like that. And the market is going to react to it. Not just our market, but the global market is going to react to it. So let me start off first of all with S&P 500. This is the chart of the S&P 500 on a daily basis. You can see how we're consolidating right now, right between the 882 and the 952. This is a major consolidation, and it could result in a major trend. So if you are debating if you want to start trading or not, this is the right time. Why? Because last time all three moving averages were together, was up here, and we went from the 1500 down to 666. It is a major event when they consolidate, because that means that the next big move is going to have plenty of momentum in it because they're consolidating. Every period of consolidation is followed by a breakout, and that's what we'll be looking for right now. So our newsletter right now is positioning itself to take advantage of the next big break. We're looking for the market to break either the support or resistance, and then we'll go long or we'll go short, and we'll do it with the appropriate stock. So that's our strategy right now. Now, there are a few other things I want to show you. One of them is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Sorry if I'm speaking quickly. I'm trying to get through this quite a bit. The Dow Jones is already in a downtrend, but it's not quite ready to break down. We're going to need to see a couple more days. There was a ton of manipulation in the market last week. We had end of the quarter. We had options expiration before that. We had, of course, window dressing and so on. So there was quite a bit of manipulation. I'm really looking forward to Monday, Tuesday to see what the market is doing, and then we'll be much smarter to see what the real action is. So this is something I'm pretty excited about. Okay, now there are a few sectors that I want to show you. One of them is the home builders. There's the home builders, and this is a pretty good gauge of the real estate market. You can see how we had a really nice rally because they thought the real estate market was going to come back up. There it is. And now they're coming back down. Notice that's a support that it's sitting on. Last time we broke that support, it went all the way back down to the low. So this is very interesting if you want to watch the real estate market. The other one I want to show you is USO, which is something that we called on the long side. That's oil. And you can see how now it's forming lower tops. That means that oil is probably going to come down. Here's a few more. Here's XOP. XOP is the S&P Oil and Gas Exploration. Also sitting right on top of support, right around that 30 level. It's going to come back down. Something's going on with energy. We just passed cap and trade. I don't know how that works out together. I'm not a political analyst whatsoever. Let me see. I want to show you XLE. XLE is a select energy spider. And you can see exactly the same picture, how that 46.21 is your support level. And if we break that, which I don't think we're going to break in the next couple of days, I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that. But we're also going to come back down to the lows. So that's very interesting as well. Another one that I want to show you is XLI. That's the industrials. And you can see also, this is scary. They're sitting right on top of support right around the 21.05, and we can see a serious pullback in them as well. To summarize all this, we have oil, we have housing, we have industrials, we have oil and gas. All of those are looking very toppy. We're going to get a pullback in the energy sector. We're going to get pullback in the industrials. And I think it has something to do with the cap and trade a bill that just passed. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see it. Again, I'm not a political analyst. I just look at the charts. That's something that we have to look at. Now, I do have something on the other side, XLK. XLK is the technology spider, and you can see how the technology spider is little by little inching its way up. It's actually in an uptrend. It's actually getting stronger on the upside. It's actually gaining momentum on the upside, which means that the technology is the next wave up, or it has been the next wave up. Here's another one. This is SMA, just the semiconductors, and you can see it's inching its way up, not flying up by any means, but it's definitely inching its way up. It's not a major trade, and I wouldn't really trade it because I don't think there's enough momentum in it. I don't think there's enough in it. But it's definitely, if you analyze the market, if you analyze the economy right now, it kind of shows you where things are going. Now, I've got another thing that I think is very interesting, and that is the dollar. Here's your dollar, and you can see how we came straight up from July to the end of 2009. We went straight up. That's when oil prices were coming straight down. And then we came down, and then we went straight up again, came down, then formed a lower top. Now that we formed a lower top, we had a very, very strong trend down. That's when oil prices started coming back up. Now we're consolidating again, and once we break this, we could keep going down. Now, this is contradicting myself a little bit. If the dollar comes down, oil should come up, but oil itself also looks pretty toppy to me. So for some reason, I think we're going to get the dollar and the oil coming down at the same time, which of course is very, very interesting. Now, why does that happen? And here's why I think it happens. This is the Euro Trust. It's the Currency Shares Euro Trust, FXE. That is the euro against the dollar. And you can see that the euro itself is in an uptrend. The euro is actually going up. If the euro breaks the 141.85, we could see the euro really taking off on the long side. And there's quite a bit of room over there on the euro. For some reason, the euro is going to do pretty well against the dollar. Here's another one. This is FXY. This is Japanese yen. And the Japanese yen as well looks like it wants to break up. If it breaks that 106 level, the 105.80 level, it could really go up. So it looks like our, I hate to say it, but our economy is not doing quite as well as the euro and the Japanese, and there's a reason for that. A couple things I want to show you. Okay, we saw the FXE, which is the euro. This is the FXY, which is Japanese yen. Here is a US dollar bull chart. This is an ETF that specializes in the dollar on the bull side, and you can see that you can actually go short on it. It's basically the same chart as the dollar, but if you want to, you can go short, and you can make quite a bit of money on this one. Here is the bearish side of it. It's a PowerShares US dollar on the bear side. And if it breaks above that $27 level, you can take advantage of it. So you can take advantage of the dollar coming down. Here is a PowerShares Ultra Euro. I don't really care for this one because it jumps a little bit too much. And this one is the ProShares Ultra Short Euro. That is probably going to go down if the euro comes up. So this one actually looks a little bit better than the long side. Here is the ultra short yen. This one is shortable because you're shorting a short, therefore you go in long if the yen comes up, and of course the more straightforward one, which is the ultra long. If the yen starts taking off, this one will take off with it, and there's quite a bit of profit potential in it. Okay, a couple of things I want to say about ETFs, that you can look at those ultra trades, or you can look at the options. You can take options, you can play options on that FXE, which is the Euro Trust, and you can play options on the FXY as well. In our newsletter, we actually recommend exactly which options to use on those. Anyway, we're trying out a new format. I hope you like it. If you like it, please email me, support@shoguntrading.com. If you don't like it, please email me at support@shoguntrading.com. Let me know what you think. Have a great week. Take care.